good feeling sensations to connect with. 126. Prompts to connect with good vibes. Good emotions to connect with.
È soltanto un ricordo che sembra ormai di 100 anni fa, ma continua a bruciare ancora nell'anima.
Outside of a cafeteria bar in the morning in any village in Spain on a clear sky day. Imagine the scene at the village of Consagra. Remember how splashing water on your face makes you feel 40% better. Walking in the park makes you feel better. Late at night before bedtime, you magically feel better. I see an image of myself standing in Boracay, Philippines, and I realize how powerful I was to get there so far away and enjoying it. The energy in my body is the speed of a train. I wanted to slow down. I wanted to stop and stay still at the station of clear blue skies and good weather. At the station of stillness. At the station of consciousness. Imagine being outdoor at the platform of a small train station in spring watching the clear blue sky day at 10:30 a.m. For example, one morning I was in the train station of Lisieux, France. It was clear blue skies. The surroundings were green. The train attendant was nice to me. Surrounded by green trees on top of the hill you could see the beautiful building of Basilica of Saint Therese of Lisieux. Can you remember a time when you were alone without wanting to run from it? That is when you were in touch with the authentic you. In Hampi it happened. I knew that being alone maximized silence and my ability to absorb the history of the location. The part where I saw school children in a row. Building an anchor of confidence. Imagine a situation where you know you were confident. For example, I am confident that I can go jogging around Parque Rodriguez Sahagan on a sunny Saturday and listen to the Revisit by Chris Stand, Ring. Then visualize your childhood in Peniscola. This will be my anchor. When I press the palms of my hands together 3 times, I reproduce this feeling of confidence. When I was amazed by the view of my room in Barcelona. It was sunny, I had view of the park, the top of the trees and Ciudadela Park. Imagined it was the 80s summer night scene. Easy a Lady by Spagna playing and I live in a Zona Pija. As if Arturo Soria of Madrid and I am night working under the trees to the Discoteca del Barrio. I imagined a life with friends within the good barrio going to discoteca with them. I was assuming I had a good easy job. The good feeling when I realized that regardless of not being a programmer, I am still a valid person with positive qualities. There are a lot of people with less qualifications than me that live without stress, and they smile and are happy. I can do that too. I felt confident during a life period when I used to go to hardware stores and home improvement stores. I felt like a normal person. In my childhood, the garden of the neighbors in the back of my house went sunny. When we would play in the boulevard that had two sides along the river. It had green grass up to the cement of the river. The asphalted part would go up to Gallo Street. Early 1970s home era music, as in Bianca Cheshmam Ez Ruz Tasha Beirahe, Del Shekaniganahe, gives me the confidence feeling of fresh spring air with sun and clear skies and imagined early 70s Golhake neighborhood. I also felt good and excited about life when I would discover this music when I was working at Meston and Mountain View. It was a rediscovery. Garden with swimming pool and roses in summer in Tehran 1970s. Early 70s Mahasti traditional music.
وقتی شنیدم اومدی.
Kanatek Unikardam. Imagining you have a big house with a garden in the 1970s in North Tehran, and you are a housewife that doesn't work and can take care of the details of the home. I feel a certain percentage better and more calm when I sit to eat or read at my balcony next to my plants. Creative visualization. In this technique, imagine you are in the ideal easy job in a beautiful office or any situation you want. Imagine yourself in the physical setting or environment you would like. For example, in summer walking a street with no cars in Gallo neighborhood under the shade of big trees. The effect of creative visualization is to dissolve our internal barriers. Since I come from the universe, the same source is protecting me and making sure I'm safe. I feel good if I think the universe has a plan figured out for me. Any dog video makes me feel several percentage better. Reach for your phone. A Belgian Malinois sitting looking up with tongue out smiling at its owner. A certain percentage of relaxation when I smell the scent of an incense stick. How I got excited about rediscovering Persian vinyl records. Gogush, big jacket. excited about songwriting, as if it was going to be my profession. Waking up early in the morning in summer 1989 alone at home listening to Watch Me Bleed by Tears for Fears and feeling inspired to create music myself as well. The quiet Sunday morning feeling. The confidence and excitement I felt the time in Egypt, as one market at night. It was the most different to my world up to that point. The time at the Smiths concert in Madrid in 1985, and they started playing a modern talking video. Being in a nice park. Sun. Green trees. Relaxed vibes. Zocalo, Merida, Mexico at night. December 2009. Feeling in the right place eating affordable tacos. Loving the green building being illuminated. Feeling safe. Feeling privileged. Dance record store on 2nd Street in Long Beach with the Croak guy. So much sun and good weather. Cats at Night in Malaga in November 2011 in front of the cathedral door. There was this store on Manhattan Beach that was selling soft cell 7 singles by the beach. Peter the Cat's hair. It was so soft and I loved it. Italo Disco, Life, as in, the beach town photo by Fleming Dillon. Or imagine Italo Disco in Peñascola. Olympic swimming pool in Tehran, where I went after learning to swim. Other time in Tehran, when you went climbing the Alba trees with your friends in a house in front of Sharam's house. The feeling was one of exploring. Freedom. Space 1999 first season gave you the sensation that time didn't exist and there is stillness. Tennis court early morning in Tehran with Mazir. It was so early in the morning but the sun in Tehran was strong. The place was abandoned, so there was stillness. Also I was doing something classy and well-off people would do but for free. Our band having to hang to the metal wire to go up the mountain. The hike started very early in the morning. At first there were some trees but then the trees ended. There was a feeling of interesting as it was the first hike in my life. The area going up had a river with restaurants on the other side that were closed at early in the morning. Fiestas de Pueblo. Drinking water from the fountain, Fuente del Pueblo. Felt like life was waiting for the afternoon, to come to have fun and then come back to sleep. The village belonged to me as well. Magical feeling. A mix of feeling I was in a Western movie as well as being in a modern European country that was more advanced than Tehran. Also you felt it was old and had history. 100 years of history. The world is mine too. Hearing birds chirping in the morning while I'm having breakfast relaxes me 40%. 3 magic words meditation says, I am sure. That part makes me feel good.